Dean, obviously the third quarter was where it changed pretty quickly, and I know teams go on runs pretty frequently in the modern game, but what did you see?
2 runs. I saw us get up 14 points, and then I saw us. That's who we are right now, though. You know, we've got such highs and we've got such lows, and we saw it all in the one quarter, where we actually found some good offense. Like we found some ways to get tucked downhill, and we found some ways for the ball to move a little bit more, and then they make their run, and we've seen it a couple of times already this year. You know, obviously with the Sydney game and other ones, just being able to have something that's really solid for us to go to understand. But there's a period there where we're just trying to take on too much for ourselves and play a little bit hero ball. And even some of those will show in review tomorrow where the process was terrible, but we still made some shots. But we'll have to understand that wasn't a good shot, and we got lucky in some of those. And so that was the focus for the whole week about our process of play. And we actually got better. We got better in some areas tonight and improved in some areas, and that showed by us actually getting up 14. But there's just a lack of understanding right now when we need something critical and how we get it to people and how we use people. And we even saw that in the last 2 minutes of the game. The shots that we took in the last 2 minutes of the game weren't good enough. I felt like I needed 2 or 3 timeouts just to organise things. So there's a understanding that's required for us to to process a win better or have a great process. And even if you miss those shots, that's where we've got to get to right now. So I'm crazy disappointed about the loss. This is a good team. They've won 4 in a row on the road that we were just playing, but we put ourselves in a great winning position and we didn't get it done.
What challenges do they present offensively for them? Because you talk about the runs that maybe you guys have given up, but they've gone on similar runs to that almost every game outside of maybe the Perth game. Yeah,
sure. That's we did a good job on the 3-point line. There's a problem. They only get 27 threes. They want to shoot 35, 36 threes. We, hold them to 9. It's a pretty good effort from there. We foul on a couple that we could have improved on, but, it was Pinder tonight. Like he was crazy good, and I thought Jordan Caroline was our best matchup for him tonight when he guarded him, and there was a physicality and ability to really slide with him. We doubled him a few times, but again, you're playing with fire with Cairns right now to really go double aggressively and leaving those 3-point shooters. It's which one do you live with a little bit more, playing one-on-one in the post a little bit, or doubling and giving up the possibility of the 3-point shot. So, we'll go back and review that. But again, we hold them to a score that we're happy with. It's at the other end. We've got another 40% growth in who we are offensively.
Chris, what did you see from the offense tonight in terms of potential steps that you are taking forward? Because it seems like over the last few weeks you've been aware of where the problems are.
Yeah, I mean the stops and the runs to get out to that. Whatever it was, lead 13 or 14. 14. They were the positives. So just knowing that we kind of have that in us to sit down, guard the ball, come up with it, and then go the other way and play the style of basketball that we want to.
How are you finding this offense at the moment? And I always say this, it's not like you get too many easy shots in any year. But how are you finding this offense when there's so much talk about whether the ball movement's where it needs to be, the people movement's where it needs to be?
Yeah, I'm like everyone else. I'm like the coaches. I'm like all players. We want to get better. We know it's not where it needs to be, and we just got to keep taking steps in the right direction.
I'll ask about Rajon, the fourth quarter on both ends. There was some really good moments, and even it wasn't necessarily just the scoring, but it was a couple of extra passes he made in transition that maybe he hasn't made earlier in the season. Do you take something from that?
Yeah, there was some growth tonight, and there's some areas of, he just knows it and just falls asleep for a second, and we're trying to just get those little ones out of him. The Jordan Caroline throw down the court and the sprint and to go get that one, and amazing when he got downhill tonight, and just kind of dropping little floaters in there, and seeing people on the perimeter if he didn't have it. So yeah, we wanted to find better spacing for him, this game, and we did things a little bit better for him. So because I don't think he had anything in the first quarter. So after ticking it over a little bit more, second half, he won't be happy going 1 of 7 from 3. There was some good looks that he had, especially that one after the sprint down. And if he makes that one, it's a huge play.
No reference to Chris right now, but some of the guys are playing big minutes and probably bigger than you've had to play previously. I know you've had most of the week off, but you get Shea back. But how comfortable are you just with the depth of the roster and the guys that you can trust to play at the moment?
Yeah, not uncomfortable. Right now we need a few more people to come off the bench. We know McQuatch in his rookie year, that's going to be, it's going to be some slow growth with that one. We haven't quite got Newley to the level that we need to get Newley to help us off the bench. Jordan gave us some good minutes, and David Aquera is growing, but we still need to feel comfortable to get some of these guys down to 30 minutes, and where we're playing them 33, 34, and we're redlining some people right now. So, and there's a bunch of games. We're playing 2 games every weekend until the FIBA window. So, this week when you come off a disappointing game like the Jack Jumpers, I was pretty aggressive in the way I trained them this week, but I felt we needed to, and it's a process of how we get better right now. But I'm going to have to listen to the medical staff this next week. But we got Sydney first. See if we can turn up and make sure that we grow in our processes again.
Dean, you touched on the matchup with Pinder. What else did you sort of see on the defensive end that you would have liked to, I guess, do a bit better tonight?
I think Shannon Scott's a hell of a player. Thought his composure, coming off ball screen, about just felt like he just plays with a lot of time once he gets in the lane, and really comfortable with his mid-range jumper, or him just kind of dropping it in the air for Keanu. And so next time we play them, I think we'll just have to have a better plan for him, because I think he created so much for that team and still made big shots. We ducked under kind of one time on the on ball, and he just sits behind it and knocks in a 3. And I thought he was a really good player. So have to contain some things with him. D-Trans, it's still something that we're trying to get better as a team, spend a lot of time on, and we still have those moments where we just don't match up quite quick enough, and you saw those layups coming down the middle.
Dean, you said here on Sunday after the Tasmania game, talking about the fact that you didn't do well enough to get nice enough post touches after what you showed in Perth.
Yeah.
And tonight you had only 5 field goal attempts. I know there's a bit of foul trouble along the way, but again, I assume you're not really comfortable with where that was at again tonight, and I guess how do you go about correcting that?
Yeah, first half I thought the post plays that we ran for him, there was an effectiveness, and I think we're still within the course of our ball movement and him setting ball screens or making dribble handoffs. I think every game we've come out and we say we've missed him 4 times, we've missed him 5, and I don't think it's any different tonight. We'll show those edits again about where he's open and the times that we missed him, and I think we hit him a couple times later on. But by that time, I think he'd fell out of rhythm a little bit and missed some easy ones as well. So it's been a constant, and we haven't quite fixed it.
And Chris, coming back here on Sunday against Sydney, do you guys think at all about what happened here 2 weeks ago, or you put that behind you and just focus on where you're at now as a group?
Well, we think about we lost, so there's obviously some things that we need to do better to try and change that result. We've watched film on it. There'll be more film tomorrow and Saturday about the adjustments we can make. But yeah, that's long gone.
We're happy with the improvement on the glass today, early in that fourth quarter especially, compared to last week against the Jack Jumpers.
Yeah, I thought we competed in that area tonight. JC I thought it was his best game that he's played for us tonight, and then just the desire that he played with, the dives on the floor, the physicality that he played with, the push of the basketball. We still give up 11-0 boards, and their second chance points are lower than ours. So yeah, there's a positive outcome, improvement there.
Go ahead, Mick.
Yeah, hi there, hi Chris. Just a quick one from me, Dean. Can you just throw us forward to Sunday and tell us what you're going to do differently and what the plans are for the Kings, who you're going to focus in on?
Yeah, a lot of weapons. Walton's the driver of it, and last time we might have kept him to a reasonable score, but certainly he's assisted pretty well in getting others great shots. But it starts with him. Cooksey was great last time, and right now some of the bigs in the league have had some good nights against us. Pardon had a good night against us. Some people who had some good nights, and we've got to find obviously Pinder tonight, and we've got to find a way to really contain their bigs, and they've got 3 good ones, 3 or 4 good ones, and so there's a mix of the perimeter and how much he's shown that Cooksy's shown that he's making shots right now as well. So we have to change our coverage a little bit and make sure that we give that more respect than we did in the first game. Same with Simon, even though watching that Cairns game, they didn't make the shots that we kind of gave them in that game as well. But we gave them some easy ones that let them feel good, and I think we just got to change our closeout positioning a little bit more from the last game.